Hi Lovies, welcome back to my channel, Missy Journals. Of course, I'm Missy. I'm so happy that you're going to spend this time with me today. Before we get started, please think about giving this a big like for me. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. If you love anything to do with journaling, and I mean all kinds of journaling, just paper crafting in general, stickers and fun, this is your channel. Please consider subscribing and becoming a subby lovey. And don't forget to check out my doobly-doo down below because all of my social media links are down there, including my Facebook group where we have a lot of fun. And for some reason, this book is soaking wet and I have no idea why, but we're going to ignore that. So in one of my other videos, which I will link, up here in the little box thingy, because I always forget to put them down in the doobly-doo, I did this journal entry. And I had a few people ask me how I do my bubble letters, because I even mentioned in that video that I'm not the greatest at this and I'm trying to practice. So I realize and I understand, because I'm not good at this, how hard bubble letters and just having pretty penmanship in general can be. And like when you watch these other YouTubers who write like goddesses, and you're like, oh, my handwriting is horrible. I do a lot of practicing. So I thought today, because I am so like, I don't even know what the word is, intermediate maybe, in my writing skills, I would show anybody else who's like kind of struggling like I do. I mean, I can't do the fancy lettering like everybody else can. I am an avid journal, especially bullet journal and Bible journal, and they have such beautiful writing, and mine is like, So I thought I would share a tip today on how I make my, basic level bubble letters, how I kind of like taught myself. So this is my sketch journal. Everything stationery is a journal in some way or another. So this is like my sketch journal. This is where like I do all of my sketching and ideas for stickers and stuff. So I thought we would work out of here. Let me see here. Like here's another day I practice. I posted this so on my Instagram, which I'll display here. I feel very silly today. It's Friday. I'm happy. The weekend's here. It's a holiday weekend too. My husband's going to be home for the weekend. And it's just like, I hope we get to do something fun and fall-y, if that's even a word, if the weather would cooperate. I don't know where you guys are, but where I'm at, it is gross and yucky. I was kind of debating on whether to do this video or not because the lighting in front of the window isn't the best, but I got my little like ring light on over here, so I hope that's helping. Anyways, I digress. Get yourself something yummy to drink. Everybody love my cup there. It's going to be my inspiration today. Gotta have my coffee. So I figured everybody's fall like obsessed and be included. So I thought our easiest thing to write would be fall. So without further ado, now that I talked for 3 minutes, this is how I make my bubble letters. So what I do is I write out the word in very basic penmanship. I always leave a pretty big gap in between each letter because of course you're going to turn these into bubble letters. And we'll give this some interest. We'll make the little doodads. And then this is my little trick. This is what I do. I trace them. So this is the trick though. When I started doing this, I would like go from here and go around, and I ended up always getting like straight lines, and you're not really supposed to have straight lines and bubble letters. So I learned that if I start like to already kind of cup it, it works much better. And another one of my tips is always do everything in pencil first, because then you'll be able to erase, and then you're going to outline everything when you're done. I don't know about you guys, but I make tons of mistakes. So I always do everything in pen first. I mean pencil, not pen. That was kind of an oxymoron. And yeah, see, I hate that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Here's my little handy dandy eraser, and I will just fix that. Now, because you guys are attached to the desk, the erasing might have shook you a little. I apologize for that. Yeah, this looks much better. Okay. Like I said, guys, my stuff is not perfect. It's not... I'm sure there's somebody out there that can do a heck of a better job than I can in bubble lettering. But this is my basic... how I'm trying to teach myself to get better and better. I know there's people out there that could just pick up a pen. They don't even have to do it in pencil first. They can just do it in pen and it looks fantabulous. Mama don't have that luck. So this is how I start. So I'm going to erase these portions like right here. And just like I said, because where I film is kind of like attached to the desk, it will look like a mini earthquake to you. So I'm going to pause this part and then be right back. Okay, so after I'm done erasing, I always go in and I fix anything that I feel isn't, you know, looking the fabulous. Okay, just make sure everything looks kind of right, if you will, because you're going to erase one more time. So then once I feel like, okay, it kind of looks like a bubble letter, I'm going to put, let's see, we'll put fall time or season. I don't know, guys. What should I put here? Like, you can answer me. Fall fun, maybe we'll do. Okay, so we'll do that in cursive, which, again, my cursive isn't even that nice. But, you know, okay. That's not too bad. Okay, there's my fall fun. So then I'm going to go in with my micron, which... she should be in here. There she is. She's in the middle there. Okay. My little, here we go. All right, I'm going to go in with my micron. Microns do not bleed. So if you're going to do, like, I like to do my Tombow brush pens. I also love to watercolor. If you're going to use anything of that kind of medium, you definitely want to use like a micron to bring, you know, to trace this out, because microns won't bleed. If you're going to use colored pencils or Crayola markers or anything like that, then you don't have to use a micron. Any kind of pen will work. But if anything that's kind of like water-based, you might want to consider using a micron because they don't bleed into whatever you're coloring. So we're going to trace these. So from here, if you have any letters like RA, you want to make the hole, of course, so that it looks like a bubble. So I don't know, tried out many different things. Depending on your style, you know, you could just put a circle. I don't like it. I don't like just the circle. So I make D's. I know that sounds weird, but I'm telling you, it works. So depending on which way you want the shadowing, which we're going to do after we color this in, you either want to make, you know, the right way a D. I don't even know if that made sense. You know, like a D, or you can make a backwards D, which is probably what I'm going to do because the A is kind of facing that way and it's the only like round shape on here. I know that sounds weird, but I'm going to make a backwards D. See? It just, I don't know. I like that better. I feel like it gives it more structure than just like a round circle. It's just me. I don't know. And my weirdness. So we got that going on. So now we're going to pick some colors. I'm going to do the, let's see, what should I do? I think I'm going to do like an ombre effect. And of course, because it's fall, we should do some fall colors. So how about some pretty yellow? About some orange, and then we need like a tanny color in here. Yeah, how about this? This works. Okay, I think that'll work. Yeah, it'll work. All right, so we're gonna do ombre. So when I do ombre, I always do lightest to darkest. So we'll probably go in this manner. And of course, I'm going to speed this portion up just a little bit for you guys so that you don't get bored to death. But ombre is so easy. I'll do the F with you guys so you get to see how easy it is. You're just going to divide. I have 3 colors, so I'm just going to divide this up into 3 different spaces. So there will be like where my yellow is going to come in, and then we're going to go to the next color, which is like this a little bit deeper of a yellow color, which will bring down to about here. And then we'll finish it up with the darkest color, which is orange, and we'll bring that in about here. Okay, so I'm just going to go for it and color these in, and I'll be right back after this speed up. So you absolutely positively can leave your bubble letters just like this. If you like those like block looking colored, you know, spaces, go for it. So Tombos actually come with a blending pen. This is what this is. Many people ask about this, like, why did I get a clear pen in my Tombos? This is supposed to be your blending tool. Now, sometimes this tool works great and sometimes this tool sucks. Like, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I absolutely adore Tombow brush pens. They're the best pens out there. They don't bleed. They're fantastic. But these blending brushes are So I'm going to go in with the blending brush to show you kind of what it does. If I don't like it, the simplest thing to do is you just get a good old Dollar Tree paintbrush, wet it, and you're just going to bring your lightest color down into your darkest. But what we're going to try this brush pen, the blending pen, if you will. Okay? Because what it's supposed to do is blend your lines so that you don't have raw lines. And I'm going to show you. I just feel like it just doesn't, I don't know, I just don't really care for it. Okay, so now I'm going to wet my paintbrush and show you what that's like. So let me go wet my paintbrush and I'll be right back. Okay, here we go with the paintbrush. Look at that. I don't know. I just feel like that blends that so much better. So much better. I'll hold it up closer. Paintbrush. Blending, whatever you want to call it. Blending brush. I like this better. But you choose whatever you like. Okay guys, please forgive the hiss in the background. My air conditioning came on, of course. Okay, so now we're going to do the highlighting, if you will. Now, since it's a fall thing, you don't have to use black. You could probably use a brown and achieve a nice color. I just like to do everything in black. I'm going to use my Tombows because, you know, it's finished. But if you don't want to, you know, your Micron will do great shadowing if you want to do it that way. Because, again, these don't bleed. So, but I'm going to use my Tombow because I don't like to use my Micron for all of my shadowing. I feel like I'm wasting ink. You know, they're a little expensive. So, depending on which way you want your shadow to go, just remember that always do it all to one side. So you're either going to highlight this side or you're going to highlight this side. However you want to do it, you can't do it wrong. Just do it. Okay, I'm going to start on this side. So of course, like for these, you're going to go in here and you're just going to make a dark spot. And then you're going to leave the back portion open because you're highlighting it like the sun is coming in this way. That's how you have to think of it. At least that's how I do. So to highlight these, because your brush pen, if you're using Tombows, and you know, Crayola markers have these as well, because they're tipped, you want to start off very, very light, and then as you come down, you press hard. And then that's how you'll get your thick line. So you start off light, and then as you come down, you're pressing hard, and then as you come around, you're picking up your brush and putting a very light stroke. Super, super easy. You're going to start off soft, and then you're going to press down to get your line, and then as you come around, you're going to begin to pick it up. Very, very easy. And this is how you shadow. It's super easy, guys. It makes a huge difference in any kind of lettering. Really, it does. Okay, so there's my shadowing, and then I'm also going to do that here. And then when you have regular lettering, the secret to this is you always highlight your down strokes. So, like watch. So when you're doing fun, so of course this is a down stroke. So that is going to be highlighted. These are all up strokes, so you're not going to do that. This is a down stroke. And I make mine very thick. That's an upstroke. Then this is a downstroke. And this is a downstroke. And then this is a downstroke. Okay? So we have fun highlighted there. Okay? And then, of course, I'm going to take my micron and just go over these lines. Because, of course, this is thinner. But they get a little muted sometimes when you're highlighting and you're painting and doing all this stuff. So sometimes I just go through and just run it over. Now, the next thing is you want to bring in some highlight. Again, I use jelly rolls, but you can use a good old Dollar Tree paint marker if you wanted to. Oop, I just got crap all over that. If you wanted to, because the white is going to bring in the highlight of the balloon. And again, you're shadowing. So because we shadowed over here is where we're going to want to put the next shadow of the white. So I just want to make sure they're pretty dry, because my jelly rolls don't work best if it's really, really wet. No, it looks good. Okay, so we're shadowing to this side. So we just want to bring that in. Oh, these might be still wet. Let me pause this for a minute and let dry this. Okay, so this is my jelly roll, and then this is the paint marker. They're pretty much the exact same thing. As you can see, I'll do one more in my jelly roll and one more in the paint marker, just to show you that you could use either. But you're just bringing in a highlight, a reflective highlight to this. And of course, the darker your colors, the better that your jelly roll or paint marker will show. And you can add like little different things to this. You know, you can do more than just lines. You can add like little dots if you want. show you what the marker looks like. Like I said, this is $1. See, Craft Smart? $1 at Dollar Tree. So you don't have to run out to Michael's and spend, you know, $3 for a jelly roll. These work just as good. So I'm showing you here. And you're just highlighting. And then what I'm going to do is, to finish this off, I'm going to speed this up a little bit and draw in some fall leaves, which are very, again, everything I do is very elementary compared to what other people do, but it's mine. This is how I do it. So to draw in like a fall leaf, I would just put a little hump, and then I make another little hump, and then 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 I'm going to bring it in like you would make a heart. And then the little line will come from there, and then you go out, 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 and there's a leaf. So I'm going to add a whole bunch of these and add them in. That's how I bring things to life. It was so simple. I really hope that that helps. That is how I do bubble letters. Really and truly. I just trace them out and I do coloring and I bring some highlight. So simple. I feel like this is like elementary kind of stuff. For me, this is just how I do it. So I hope for those who are like myself and just don't have a natural talent to do beautiful like calligraphy and writing and have awesome penmanship, I can't be the only person on the planet that can't do it, right? This is such an easy way to do it. That's kind of like fail-safe because you actually wrote out the letters, so like your spacing's okay, and they actually look like letters, and then you just kind of bubble them out with tracing around them. And then you bring them to life with some color and some highlight, and that's the finished product. So you guys let me know what you guys think down in the comments, if this was something that helped you, or if you maybe have a tip or trick that you want to share with me on how I can make my lettering and bubble letters better. I am all ears. I am really trying to work on my penmanship. I really want to write pretty and do nice things because I do a ton of journaling, and it'd be nice to bring different kind of elements of calligraphy and writing and things like that throughout my journal instead of my just whack handwriting. Yeah, but I'm trying. Practice makes perfect, right? You just got to do it, and it's your own. So that's the wonderful part about all of this, is even though yours doesn't look like everybody else's, personally, I don't want mine to look like everybody else's. I just want it to look like functional letters, like you know what that says. It's my own. It's my own style. It's me. And the more I do it, the more I'll perfect it, and the more it'll become like my own, right? Right. I hope that made sense. But anyways, I don't want to keep blabbing at you. This was supposed to be a simple video, and it's like forever. I hope you guys enjoyed this though. I had a lot of fun. And again, I really do hope that it helped you and it inspires you to go for it and just make your own beautiful art. So thanks so much for spending this time with me. I'm so happy that you're here. God bless. He loves you. I love you. And until next time, guys, remember to always journal what you love.